my name is Cynthia Dang. I'm the water quality manager here at Fulton County. I've had lots of calls about taste and odor complaints around the distribution. So if you would like to know what's going on, we are here at the Tonlo facility to let you know. Every year, Lake Lanier has a turnover. It's a seasonal turnover. It happens when the surface of the water becomes more dense than the lower, and it sinks and it all mixes. So this happens a little bit in the spring and a lot in the fall. So what happens is the top water sinks and it mixes with the bottom water, and that brings up compounds from the bottom called geosmin and MIBs, and then those flow down the Chattahoochee, and they're uptaken by different municipalities for drinking water purposes. And it's totally safe to drink, but it does end up, if we cannot get it completely out of solution, it does cause a funny taste and a funny smell in your water. And we usually are very capable of getting it out of solution, and in past years, people have not noticed it. However, recently it has come down from Lake Lanier in high concentrations, and we are able to remove a certain amount from the water, but not all of it. And that's what everybody out in the municipality is tasting and smelling. We have a team of technicians, supervisors, and managers that go out into the distribution system, and we sample 180 times every month. And we return to those same sampling sites every 3 months. So we have a total of 540 samples, a little bit more for wiggle room. But we go out to the distribution 180 times a month for temperature, turbidity, pH, and chlorine. We check all those levels. We have a standard parameter to keep for each one of those levels, dictated by the EPA. And we go out and sample. We make sure all those are within safe drinking water levels, and then we bring a sample back to the laboratory and run a bacteriology test on that. This elevated compound event started back in July, but we were able to keep detection levels below where people can detect it. And it wasn't until probably September that people started tasting it and smelling it. And last year it lasted through December, but once again we were able to take it out of solution, so people didn't taste it. But usually there's a bell curve. Usually it spikes and then comes back down. But this year it has spiked and then spiked and then spiked again. So we really don't know a exact date that it's going to resolve itself. But as a treatment facility, we have increased the powder activated carbon, which is called PAC, and we have increased the dosage so that it can help strip those molecules out of the water and make it more palatable for our residents. The only way for a resident to help with the taste and odor issues that they're experiencing is to get an activated carbon filter. So they can get a pitcher filter, they can get a fridge filter, they can get a faucet filter that has activated carbon. It's the same way the plant treats it. It's activated carbon. It helps pull it out of solution. If you're experiencing it even though it's gone through those filters, your filter may have been used up and may need to be refreshed or renewed. Fulton County abides by the Safe Drinking Water Act, which requires us to be within certain parameters of those tests that we test for every day. We go out every week and test 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week. If residents have an issue, we do go investigate. If a new project is happening, we go investigate, and we make sure that before they tie into the lines that the water meets safe drinking water parameters. Pretty much we test, and we make sure that it meets all drinking water standards and that everybody is happy and confident with the water that we provide them.